Be me. 26 years old, work as a data analyst, basically stare at spreadsheets all day and talk to nobody. Social skills are about as developed as a potatoes. I can handle emails and Slack messages fine, but actual face-to-face conversations make me want to die. Been single for 3 years because dating requires talking to humans, which is my worst skill. My coworker Dave keeps trying to set me up with people, and I keep making excuses. Dude, you're not that ugly. You just need to actually speak to women. Thanks, Dave. Very helpful. Never thought of that. One day, I'm at this comic book store that just opened downtown, looking for the new Chainsaw Man volume. I'm flipping through manga when I hear someone absolutely losing it nearby. Turn around, and there's this girl arguing with the cashier about Pokemon card authentication. She's holding up a holographic Charizard and going on about print runs and factory errors. This is clearly from the 1999 first edition Shadowless base set. The coloring on the wing is completely wrong for a 2016 reprint. Cashier looks like he wants to crawl into a hole. She's wearing an oversized Evangelion hoodie, ripped jeans, has bright blue streaks in her dark hair, kind of cute in a chaotic gremlin way. She notices me staring. You look like you know things. Come verify this. I am immediately panicking. Walk over like I'm approaching a wild animal. She shoves the card in my face. Tell this guy this is a fake. Look at the font weight on the HP. It's completely inconsistent. I look at the card, then at the cashier, then back at her. I don't really know Pokemon cards that well. What do you mean? You're in a comic shop, you're wearing a Death Note shirt, you obviously have refined taste. Is this a compliment or an insult? I genuinely cannot tell. Cashier takes the opportunity to retreat. I'm calling my manager. Girl rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried they'll fall out. Fine, but I'm writing a 3-page review on Reddit about this. She turns to me. I'm Riley, by the way. Thanks for trying to help, even though you were useless. Definitely an insult, then. I'm Alex. We stand there in awkward silence for exactly 7 seconds. So, Death Note, huh? Anime or manga first? Manga, then anime. Then I read the light novels, even though everyone says they're not canon. Her eyes light up like I just said the magic words. Thank you! The light novels are excellent, and people are cowards for dismissing them. Suddenly, we're having a full conversation about anime, and I'm not dying? She's going on about how the psychological thriller genre peaked in 2006, and it's been downhill since. I mention Monster, and she literally gasps. You've read Monster? Not just watched it? All 18 volumes twice. Marry me. I laugh because obviously that's a joke. She's not laughing. I'm serious. Anyone who appreciates Naoki Urasawa is automatically marriage material. This is the weirdest interaction I've ever had. Manager comes out, looks at the Pokemon card, confirms it's fake. Riley looks vindicated. I told you! I have a spreadsheet at home with authentication markers for every major card series from 1996 to present. Why is that actually kind of impressive? She gets a refund, we walk out of the store together. Hey, you seem cool in a quiet, anxious way. Give me your number. I'm too stunned to say no. We exchange numbers. She immediately texts me a link to a 47-minute YouTube video essay about why Cowboy Bebop is overrated. Watch this and tell me your thoughts. If you disagree, we can't be friends. She leaves before I can respond. What the hell just happened? Spend that evening watching the video essay. It's actually well argued, even though I disagree with most of it. Text her my rebuttal at 11 p.m. She responds in seconds with another essay. We text until 3 a.m. arguing about anime. This continues for 2 weeks. She sends me memes at random hours, always hyper-specific stuff from weird corners of the internet. I send back equally obscure references, and she responds with, finally someone with culture. We meet up at the comic shop again, then at a retro arcade, then at this ramen place she insists makes the best tonkotsu in the city. She's right, it's incredible. During one of our hangouts, she just casually mentions, oh yeah, I'm autistic by the way. If I seem weird, that's why. I shrug because honestly I figured, plus she's the least weird person I've talked to in years. Everyone else seems weird to me. She makes sense. You're not going to ask a million questions or treat me different? Why would I? You're cool. She stares at me for a solid 10 seconds. Okay, yeah, we're definitely dating now. Wait, are we? Yes, I decided. Keep up. This is the most confident anyone has ever been about me. We go on actual official dates, movies and museums, and this one weird puppet theater she loves. She info dumps about her special interests, which currently include mechanical keyboards, reptile care, and the complete history of Cartoon Network's programming blocks. I could listen to her talk for hours. She's so passionate about everything. One night, we're watching Mob Psycho 100 at her apartment, and she pauses mid-episode. "Alex, I need to tell you something." Oh no, here comes the "this isn't working out" speech. "Your social skills are terrible." Not what I expected. "I've been watching you interact with people, and it's honestly painful. You avoid eye contact, you mumble, you never ask follow-up questions. I'm aware of this, thanks. But here's the thing, I can teach you. I've spent years studying social interactions like they're a science experiment." She's dead serious. "You want to teach me social skills? You're autistic." Exactly. I had to manually learn all this stuff, which means I can explain it in a logical, systematic way instead of just saying "be yourself" like neurotypicals do. She's got a point, actually. Neurotypical social behavior is just a series of scripts and patterns. Once you learn them, it's easy. Easy for her, maybe. Come on, it'll be fun. I'll be like your social skills coach. What do I have to lose except my dignity, which is already pretty low? Okay, sure, teach me your ways. She claps excitedly and pulls out a literal binder. "I've been preparing for this. I have lesson plans." Of course she does. The binder is labeled Social Interaction Protocol Manual and has colored tabs. She flips to the first section, eye contact and when to deploy it. There are diagrams. Okay, so the key is you don't actually have to make eye contact, you just have to look at the bridge of their nose or their eyebrows. She demonstrates by staring intensely at my forehead. See? They can't tell the difference, but you're not actually making eye contact, so it's less uncomfortable. I try it. "No, that's too high. You're looking at my hairline, lower." This is harder than it looks. We spent an hour just practicing fake eye contact. "Good, you're getting it. Now let's work on conversation threading." "What's conversation threading?" She flips to another tab. "It's when someone says something and you pick up on a detail to ask about. It shows you're listening and keeps the conversation going." She roleplays being a random person. "So I went hiking this weekend." I stare blankly. This is where you ask which trail or how was it or literally anything. Oh, that's what people are doing. I always wondered how people just kept conversations going. I thought they were just naturally interesting. No, dude, it's a formula. Statement, acknowledgement, related question, repeat. My mind is blown. We practice for weeks. She makes me go to a coffee shop and order using proper social protocol. Greet the barista, make your order, thank them. If they make small talk, respond with one follow-up comment. I do it and somehow don't die. The barista smiles at me, like an actual, genuine smile. "See, you did it. That was almost normal." Her enthusiasm is adorable. Next lesson is reading the room, which she explains with the seriousness of a military briefing. People leak information through body language. You just have to know what to look for. She shows me her notes, which include things like arms crossed equals defensive or cold, leaning in equals interested, checking phone equals bored. This is like learning a different language. It is a different language. The neurotypical language. We're bilingual now. I love how she says we like we're a team. Halloween comes around and she insists we go to a costume party her friend is throwing. It's the perfect place to practice. Everyone's already in a weird mood, so if you mess up, it's less noticeable. She dresses as Makima from Chainsaw Man. I go as Mob from Mob Psycho. The party is loud and overwhelming. I immediately want to leave. Riley grabs my hand. "Remember the protocol. Find someone standing alone. Approach from the side, not head on. Open with a comment about the environment." I spot a guy dressed as Spider-Man looking at the snack table. Approach carefully. "Cool costume. The web shooters look really detailed." He turns, lights up. "Thanks, man. I 3D printed them myself." Conversation threading time. "Oh, you have a 3D printer? What else have you made?" Suddenly we're talking about 3D printing for 10 minutes. Riley is watching from across the room, giving me a thumbs up. I did it. I had a normal conversation with a stranger. The guy whose name is Marcus introduces me to his friends. I use all of Riley's techniques. It's working? By the end of the night, I've talked to like 8 different people and only had 2 awkward silences. Riley is so proud. "You were amazing. You actually asked follow-up questions and laughed at appropriate times." We go back to her place. She's bouncing with energy. "See? You're not bad at social stuff. You just needed the manual." She's right, but also it's exhausting. "How do you do this all the time? I'm tired from talking." "Oh, I'm absolutely drained. I'm going to be non-verbal for like 2 days after this." We cuddle on her couch in comfortable silence. Her cat, a massive orange tabby named Captain Picard, jumps up and settles on my lap. He likes you. That's a good sign. He hates most people. I'm being approved by a cat. My life is complete. Next few weeks, Riley continues the lessons. We practice active listening, which involves nodding at specific intervals and making affirmative sounds. Not too much, or you look insane. Not too little, or you look disinterested. There's a rhythm to it. She makes me watch videos of talk show hosts and count their nods per minute. This is absurd, but it's working. We work on mirroring, which is subtly copying someone's body language to build rapport. It's basically social hacking. You're exploiting their psychology. When she explains it like that, it sounds way cooler. I try it at work during a meeting. My boss leans back, I lean back. He crosses his arms, I cross mine. He nods, I nod. The meeting goes great, and I have no idea if it's the mirroring or just coincidence. Riley insists it's the mirroring. You're becoming a social chameleon! One weekend we're at her place and she's showing me her reptile collection. She has 2 geckos, a ball python, and a bearded dragon. This is Smog, this is Alduin, this is Parthenax, and this is Spike. You name 3 of them after Skyrim dragons? And 1 after the best My Little Pony character? Yes. I love her so much. She's handling the ball python, completely in her element. Most people think snakes are scary, but they're just misunderstood. They have very logical behavior patterns. Kind of like autistic people, I think, but don't say. She puts Parthenax back in his tank and turns to me. Okay, next level social skills. Group conversations. Oh no. These are hard because you have to track multiple people and know when to jump in. She pulls out note cards. I made flashcards. We spend the afternoon drilling group conversation scenarios. Person A is talking, person B interrupts. Do you support person A or acknowledge person B? Both? Correct. You make a quick affirming sound to person B, then redirect to person A. This is like learning chess. She quizzes me on different scenarios. Office meetings, family dinners, friend hangouts, each with different rules. The key is identifying the conversation leader, usually the loudest or most animated person, and supporting their momentum while still participating. My brain hurts. Can we take a break? She checks her watch. Oh crap, yeah, I've been info dumping for 90 minutes, sorry. Don't apologize, I like when you info dump. She smiles and kisses me. We order pizza and we watch anime. She falls asleep halfway through the episode, head on my shoulder. I stay perfectly still so I don't wake her. Captain Picard judges me from the cat tower. November rolls around and Riley mentions Thanksgiving. My family does a big thing, like 20 people. It's chaos. Sounds like my nightmare. Do you want to come? It would be good practice for large group dynamics. I must make a face because she laughs. I know it's scary, but I'll be there. I can signal you if you're messing up. How reassuring. What if your family hates me? They won't, and if they do, I'll fight them. She's dead serious about fighting her own family for me. I agree because apparently I'm capable of growth or something. She starts prepping me immediately. Okay, so my mom is really into gardening. My dad is obsessed with old cars. My brother is a gym bro. My sister is in medical school. She gives me conversation starters for each person. With mom, ask about her tomato plants. She'll talk for hours. With dad, just let him explain engine stuff. You don't have to understand it, just nod. I'm taking notes. My brother will try to get you to go to the gym with him. Just say you'll think about it. He'll forget by next week. And your sister? Ask her about literally anything medical. She's in her residency and needs to complain. This is so calculated, I love it. Thanksgiving arrives and I'm nervous. Riley picks me up wearing a sweater with a turkey on it that says, "Talk turkey to me." You ready? No. Perfect. Me neither. Let's go. We drive to her parents' house, which is in the suburbs. Big place with a huge yard. There are cars everywhere. Oh, good. Uncle Jerry came. He's the fun one. We walk in and immediately I'm overwhelmed. There are people everywhere, kids running around, football on TV, someone's arguing about politics in the kitchen. Riley's mom spots us. Riley! And you must be Alex. She hugs me before I can prepare. It's so nice to finally meet you. Riley talks about you constantly. Riley blushes. Mom, don't be weird. Her mom is already pulling me toward the kitchen. Come help me with the drinks. I want to hear all about you. I look back at Riley in panic. She gives me a reassuring nod and a hand signal. That means use Protocol 3. Protocol 3 is be polite, ask questions, escape when possible. Riley's mom is actually really nice, asks me about work and hobbies. I remember to ask about her garden. Her face lights up. Oh, do you garden? I just finished my fall harvest. She shows me pictures on her phone for 15 minutes. I make appropriate impressed sounds. Riley appears and rescues me. Okay, Mom, gonna steal him back now. We escape to the living room where I meet her dad, big guy, beard, wearing a flannel shirt. So you're the boyfriend. You know anything about cars? Not much, but I'm interested in learning. Protocol 7. Express interest in their interests. He immediately starts talking about his project car in the garage. I nod at appropriate intervals. Riley's brother walks up, muscular dude in a tank top despite it being November. Yo, you lift, bro? Here we go. Not regularly, but I've been thinking about starting. Protocol 12. Vague commitment to future action. Dude, nice. I can totally set you up with a routine. I'll think about it. He seems satisfied and moves on to bother someone else. Riley squeezes my hand. You're doing great. Dinner time comes and we all sit around this massive table. I'm between Riley and her sister, who immediately starts complaining about her residency hours. They have us working 80-hour weeks. It's insane. How is that safe for anyone? I make sympathetic sounds and ask clarifying questions. Protocol 5. Be a supportive listener. She talks through the entire first course. Riley is on her other side talking to her cousin about something gaming related. The table is loud, multiple conversations happening at once. I try to track them all like Riley taught me. Someone asked me about my job. I explain data analysis in simple terms. So like, you find patterns in numbers? Exactly, yeah. It's like solving puzzles all day. They seem satisfied with that answer. Riley's uncle starts telling dad jokes. Everyone groans. I actually laugh because they're terrible in a good way. Finally, someone appreciates my humor, Uncle Jerry says. I'm apparently the favorite now. After dinner, everyone moves to the living room, some people watching football, others playing board games. Riley drags me to the board game group. This is safe territory. Games have rules. We play code names and I'm actually good at it. My team wins twice. Dude, you're really good at word association, someone says. I used to think I was bad at everything social, but maybe I'm just bad at unstructured social situations. Evening winds down, people start leaving. Riley's mom hugs me goodbye. You come back anytime, you're lovely. I actually feel good about how it went. In the car, Riley is beaming. You were amazing. You talked to everyone, you did all the protocols, you even made Uncle Jerry laugh. I was so nervous I thought I'd throw up. You didn't though, you pushed through. I'm so proud of you. She's genuinely emotional about this. We get back to her apartment and collapse on the couch. That was exhausting, but actually kind of fun. See? Social interaction isn't that bad once you have the tools. I pull her close. Thank you for teaching me all this. I never thought I could do stuff like that. You always could. You just needed someone to explain the rules. We sit in comfortable silence. Captain Picard meows, demanding attention. Riley gets up to feed him. I check my phone and see a text from Riley's mom. So glad Riley found someone kind. You're welcome at our home anytime. I show Riley. She tears up a little. Mom never says that about anyone I date. You've dated other people? Like 2 people in college, both were disasters. One told me I was too much and the other kept trying to fix me. I grab her hand. You're not too much, you're exactly the right amount. Now she's fully crying. Damn it, you can't say stuff like that. I'm gonna get all emotional. I hug her while she cries happy tears. I never thought I'd find someone who gets it, you know? I get it completely. We spend the rest of the night watching terrible horror movies and eating leftover pie she stole from her mom's kitchen. Life is weird, and I'm dating someone who's teaching me to be a functional human. But honestly, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Next morning, Riley wakes me up with a new binder. Okay, so I was thinking, next we should work on phone etiquette. This is my life now, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Be me. It's been 3 months since Riley started teaching me social skills. I've gone from barely able to order coffee to actually having conversations at work. Coworker Dave notices the change. Dude, what happened to you? You're like talking to people now. Tell him I've been practicing. Practicing? What are you, a video game character grinding social stats? Yes, actually, that's exactly what I'm doing. Riley has expanded the training program. We're now working on advanced techniques, which sounds way more intense than it should. She shows up at my apartment with 3 binders this time. Okay, so basic social skills are covered. Now we're moving into tactical communication. This woman treats social interaction like it's a military operation. Binder 1 is labeled Conflict Resolution and Disagreement Protocols. Most people just argue randomly, But there's actually an optimal way to disagree without pissing people off. She has charts, literal flowcharts for arguments. See, you start with validation, then present your perspective, then find common ground. It's a formula. I'm learning to argue like it's a math problem. We practice with increasingly absurd scenarios. I think pineapple belongs on pizza, she says. This is my test. I can see why you'd enjoy that flavor combination. Personally, I prefer traditional toppings, but I respect that taste is subjective, she claps. Perfect. You validated, stated your opinion, and ended with acceptance. I'm becoming a social interaction robot, and it's working. Binder 2 is about networking and professional relationships. Your career will literally depend on this. Most jobs are about who you know, not what you know. She's not wrong. She makes me practice LinkedIn messages. Too formal, you sound like a corporate drone. I rewrite it. Too casual, you sound like you're asking them to play Fortnite. There's a very narrow acceptable range, apparently. We spend hours crafting the perfect professional casual tone. Think of it like you're a friendly colleague, not a friend, but not a stranger. You're in the colleague zone. The colleague zone, great. Another zone to navigate. Binder 3 is titled Reading Subtext and Hidden Meanings. Oh no. Neurotypicals never say what they actually mean. You have to learn the secret code. She shows me examples. When someone says that's interesting, they usually mean I don't care, but I'm being polite. My entire life makes sense now. When they say we should hang out sometime with no specific plan, they mean never. All those times I thought people wanted to hang out but never followed up. They were just being polite. I feel betrayed by society. When someone says I'm fine, but their voice goes up at the end, they're not fine. This is more complicated than learning Japanese. We practice scenarios where I have to identify the hidden meaning. Riley is surprisingly good at acting out neurotypical behavior. Wow, you really studied this stuff, huh? I had two. Every social interaction was like trying to read a book in a language I didn't speak. She gets quiet for a moment. When I was younger, I had no idea why people got mad at me. I was just being honest and direct. I squeeze her hand. For what it's worth, I prefer your direct communication. That's because you're also bad at subtext. Fair point. Next day at work, I get to test the new skills. My boss sends an email. Hey Alex, would love to chat about the Q4 projections when you have a moment. Old me would have panicked. New me recognizes this as professional casual request. Respond promptly but not desperately. I send back, sure thing. I'm free this afternoon after 2. Does that work? He responds immediately. Perfect. See you then. I did it. The meeting goes surprisingly well. I use active listening, mirroring, and even throw in some strategic nodding. Boss seems impressed. You've really been contributing more in meetings lately. Keep it up. Riley's training is actually affecting my career. I text her immediately. The protocols worked, boss noticed. She sends back a gif of someone doing a victory dance and 17 exclamation marks. That evening we celebrate at this bubble tea place she loves. She orders some horrific combination of taro and mango with extra boba. How do you drink that? With enthusiasm. She's bouncing in her seat, stimming with her straw. I love watching her be herself. So I was thinking, she starts. Uh-oh. We should work on your dating skills. Riley, I'm already dating you. Why would I need dating skills? Not for dating other people, dummy. For dating me better. She pulls out her phone and shows me a Notes app document titled Optimal Date Protocol. This girl made a manual for dating her. See, I have specific preferences that I've never been able to communicate properly, but now I can just tell you. She's made a list of her ideal date activities ranked by enjoyment level and sensory tolerance. Museums are top tier, but only on weekday mornings when there's less people. Concerts are fun, but I need ear protection and an exit strategy. Restaurants are okay, but I need to check the menu in advance and sit away from the kitchen. This is actually incredibly helpful. Why don't more people just tell you what they want? Because neurotypicals think being direct is unromantic or whatever. I screenshot the list. This is the most romantic thing anyone's ever given me. I now know exactly how to make you happy. She tears up a little. Damn it, I told myself I wouldn't cry today. I hand her a napkin. We plan our next date using her optimal protocol. Saturday morning museum visit to the natural history exhibit. She wants to see the mineral collection. When we get there, she's like a kid in a candy store. Look at this pyrite formation. The crystal structure is perfect. She's taking photos of every rock. I'm just happy watching her be excited. We spend 3 hours there. She explains the geological process behind each specimen. I retain maybe 40% of the information, but I love seeing her passionate about stuff. Afterward, we get coffee at a quiet place she vetted in advance. This place has the best oat milk and they don't play music too loud. She was right on both counts. We sit outside. She's sketching the mineral formations from memory. You know you're really good at drawing. It helps me process information. If I draw it, I remember it better. She shows me her sketchbook. It's full of detailed drawings of her reptiles, anime characters, and random objects. There's even a few sketches of me. When did you draw these? When you're focused on your laptop, you make this cute, concentrated face. I had to capture it. I'm blushing like an idiot. Following weekend, Riley decides we need to do field training. What's field training? We're going to a party, and you're going to use all the skills. Her friend is having a birthday party at a bar. A bar with lots of people and loud music. Riley, I don't know if I'm ready for this level. You're ready. I've trained you well. Plus, I'll be there for backup. She's way too confident in my abilities. The night of the party, I'm nervous as hell. Riley shows up wearing a Persona 5 inspired outfit. Looks amazing. You ready to be a social phantom thief? That's not how that works. It is now. We get to the bar and it's packed. Music is loud, people everywhere. My nightmare scenario. Riley sees my panic. Hey, remember the breathing technique? We practiced a 4-7-8 breathing pattern for anxiety. I do it, helps a little. Okay, game plan. We start at the edge of the room, talk to people in small groups, take breaks when needed. She's holding my hand, guiding me through like a social battlefield. We find her friend, the birthday girl whose name is Jessica. Riley, you made it, and you must be Alex. Protocol engage. Happy birthday! Riley's told me a lot about you. All good things, I hope. Mostly good. She did mention the karaoke incident. Jessica laughs. Riley looks mortified. We don't talk about the karaoke incident. I'm already doing better than expected. Jessica introduces us to her friends. There's like 6 people in this circle. Group conversation mode activated. They're talking about some show on Netflix I haven't seen. Old me would have stayed quiet. New me waits for an opening. Someone mentions the show has great character development. That's always my favorite part of shows, when characters actually grow, like in Breaking Bad. Suddenly I'm in the conversation. People are responding to me, asking my opinion on other shows. I'm using all of Riley's techniques. Eye contact, active listening, asking follow-up questions. It's working. Riley is watching from nearby, pretending to check her phone, but actually monitoring my progress. She gives me a subtle thumbs up. An hour passes and I've talked to like 10 different people. I excuse myself to get a drink. Riley follows. You're doing amazing. You haven't had a single awkward silence. I'm also exhausted. Is that normal? Totally normal. Social interaction is draining. We take a break outside where it's quieter. She's stimming more, flapping her hands a little. You okay? Yeah, just overstimulated. Needed air. We sit on a bench. Comfortable silence. A drunk guy stumbles over. Hey, you two are cute together. This is not a situation we practiced. Thanks, man, I say. He sits down next to us uninvited. How long you been together? A few months. That's awesome. My girlfriend just broke up with me. Oh no, we're being trauma dumped on by a stranger. Riley looks at me. This is my test. I remember the protocol for unexpected emotional conversations. That's rough, man. Breakups are tough. Validation check. Yeah, we were together 2 years. He's getting emotional. Sounds like you really cared about her. More validation. Riley is watching me handle this with impressed eyes. Drunk guy talks for 10 minutes about his ex. I do the supportive listener thing, nodding at appropriate times. Eventually his friends find him and take him back inside. Riley looks at me in AWE. You just handled a drunk stranger's emotional breakdown with perfect protocol execution. Did I pass? You aced it. She kisses me right there. We go back inside. Party is winding down. Jessica thanks us for coming. Alex, you're really cool. We should all hang out again. Is this real or polite? She immediately pulls out her phone. Here, let me get your number. We're doing game night next month. Oh, it's real. I made a new friend. Holy crap, I made a new friend. In the Uber home, Riley is practically vibrating with excitement. You were so good tonight. You handled group dynamics, one-on-one conversations, even a crisis intervention. I learned from the best. She blushes. Okay, so confession time. Uh-oh. I was kind of worried you'd think all this training was too much, like I was being controlling or whatever. I turn to face her. Riley, you've literally given me tools to function in social situations. This is the opposite of controlling. Some people think autistic people are too rigid or demanding. Those people are idiots. She laughs, but I can tell she's been genuinely worried about this. I've had people tell me I'm too much work or too high maintenance because I need things explained directly. I grab her hand. You're not high maintenance, you're just honest about what you need. I wish more people were like that. Now she's crying again. You can't keep saying perfect things. I'm gonna get dehydrated from all this crying. I hug her while she happy cries. Uber driver is pretending not to notice. Next week, Riley announces we're doing advanced empathy training. I thought you said autistic people struggle with empathy. That's a myth. We have empathy. We just express it differently and sometimes miss social cues about when to deploy it. She's very passionate about this misconception. Neurotypicals think empathy is just reading facial expressions and saying the right things. But real empathy is actually caring about people's feelings. She's not wrong. You're naturally empathetic. You just need to learn the display behaviors. More protocols, more practice scenarios. We role-play different emotional situations. Your friend just told you their dog died. What do? Old me would have frozen. New me. I'm so sorry. That's devastating. How are you holding up? Good. You acknowledge the loss, express sympathy, and open space for them to share. This is like learning emotional chess. We practice with increasingly complex scenarios. Riley is a surprisingly good actor. She can cry on command. How do you do that? I just think about the ending of Your Lie in April. We both get sad thinking about that anime. Take a break to watch comfort shows. She puts on old Cartoon Network stuff, Samurai Jack and Clone Wars. This is my comfort era. Everything was so much simpler back then. We binge watch for hours. She's quoting every episode. You've seen these how many times? Enough that I can recite them. It's soothing. I get it. Predictability is comforting. Captain Picard joins us, curls up between us. Riley checks on her reptiles, feeds them dinner. I watch her carefully handle each one, talking to them softly. You're really good with them. They're easier than people. Their needs are straightforward. She lets me hold Smog the gecko. He's surprisingly chill, just sits in my palm. He likes you. He usually tries to jump off people. Being approved by reptiles is apparently my thing now. December rolls around, holiday season is approaching. Riley is stressed. Holiday parties are the worst. Everyone's social battery is drained, but we still have to pretend to be cheerful. My company is having a holiday party. I have to go. It's strongly encouraged, which means mandatory. Will you come with me? I need backup. She looks nervous. That's a lot of strangers and professional pressure. I know, but you've prepared me well, and I want you there. She thinks about it. Okay, but we're establishing a signal system for when we need to extract. We create a whole system of subtle signals. Ear tug means I need a break. Nose scratch means rescue me from this conversation. Checking watch means we're leaving in 5 minutes. It's like we're spies. The night of the party, I'm wearing my one nice suit. Riley shows up in a dress that somehow still looks alternative. She's wearing Doc Martens with it. You look amazing. Thanks. I hate dressing up, but I'm doing it for you. The party is at some fancy venue downtown. My coworkers are all there with their partners. Dave spots us immediately. Alex, dude, you brought a date. He's way too excited about this. Introduces himself to Riley. So you're the one who's been coaching him? Riley looks confused. Alex told me he's been practicing social skills, figured someone was helping. Riley grins. Yeah, I'm his social skills trainer. It's my side hustle. Dave thinks she's joking. She's not. We mingle. I introduce Riley to various coworkers. She's actually good at this, switches into her professional social mode. It's impressive watching her mask. Halfway through the party, I can see she's getting tired. Her stimming becomes more subtle, fidgeting with her bracelet. I give her an out. Want to check out the balcony? She nods gratefully. We escape outside, city lights below us. You okay? Yeah, just needed a break. Lots of small talk in there. She leans against the railing. Thanks for checking on me. You taught me to read signals, remember? She smiles. We're really good at this whole relationship thing. We're practicing, we laugh. My boss walks out onto the balcony. Oh crap. Alex needed some air too? Yeah, just taking a quick break. He notices Riley. And who's this? Introductions are made. Riley is polite and professional. My boss starts talking about work stuff. Riley listens attentively, asks intelligent questions about data analysis. She did her research before coming. My boss is impressed. You got a smart one here, Alex. After he leaves, Riley exhales. That was terrifying. You did amazing. You even asked about the Q4 projections. I Googled your company beforehand and read your last 3 reports. This woman did homework for my work party. I kiss her. You're incredible. We head back inside for the final hour. Holiday party actually went well. In the car home, Riley is exhausted. I'm going to be nonverbal for like 3 days after that. That's fine, I can do the talking, she laughs. Character development. We get to her place. She immediately changes into pajamas. We order Chinese food and watch YouTube video essays. She falls asleep halfway through a 2-hour analysis of Kingdom Hearts lore. I cover her with a blanket and keep watching. Captain Picard judges me for moving. Next morning, Riley wakes up and immediately starts typing on her laptop. What are you doing? Updating the training manual. I realize we never covered holiday party-specific protocols. This woman never stops. Riley, take a break. You don't need to optimize everything. But what if someone else needs this information? Oh no. Are you thinking of making this public? She looks at me with excited eyes. I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel about social skills for neurodivergent people. Honestly, that's a great idea. You should do it. Really? You don't think it's weird? It's helpful. You've basically created a whole curriculum. She starts planning immediately. Spends the next week scripting videos. I help film. She's nervous on camera at first. What if people think I'm a fraud because I'm autistic teaching social skills? That makes you more qualified, not less. She posts her first video. Social skills are just protocols, a systematic approach. It gets like 50 views the first day, then 500, then 5,000. People are relating to this. Comments are pouring in. Finally, someone who explains this logically, and this makes so much sense. And where was this when I was in high school? Riley is reading every comment, tearing up. People actually find this helpful. Told you. She makes more videos. I help with editing. Her channel starts growing. She's found a whole community of people who think like her. Watching her be confident and share her knowledge is amazing. One night we're editing her latest video about conflict resolution. You know you've changed my life, right? She pauses the timeline. I was going to say the same thing to you. Before I met you, I could barely function socially. Now I have friends and my boss likes me. Before I met you, I thought I'd never find someone who understood me. We're both getting emotional. We're a good team. The best team. She saves the project and closes her laptop. Want to watch something stupid and eat ice cream? Always. We watch bad reality TV and critique everyone's social skills. See how she's doing the fake laugh? Dead giveaway she's uncomfortable. And he's checking his phone, classic disengagement signal. We've become social behavior analysts. It's our weird couple thing. My face when my autistic girlfriend taught me social skills better than any neurotypical ever could, and now we're both thriving. That feeling when you realize being direct and systematic about social interaction is actually way more effective than the vague advice everyone else gives. Be me. 6 months into this relationship, Riley's YouTube channel has 50K subscribers. She's basically become a social skills guru for neurodivergent people. I'm incredibly proud, but also she's busy all the time now. Every evening is filming, editing, responding to comments. Riley, you need to take breaks. I can't. People are asking questions and I need to help them. She's been hyperfixating on the channel for 3 weeks straight, barely sleeping, forgetting to eat. I'm worried, but don't know how to bring it up without sounding controlling. One night she's editing at 2 a.m. I wake up and she's still at her desk. Riley, come to bed. Just 5 more minutes. It's never 5 minutes. I get up and close her laptop. She looks at me with exhausted eyes. I have to finish this video. I promised it would be up tomorrow. You're burning out. You need rest. I'm fine. Her voice cracks. She's not fine. I sit next to her. Talk to me. What's going on? She's quiet for a minute. Then she just starts crying. Full breakdown, sobbing into her hands. I hug her while she cries. Everyone's counting on me and I don't want to let them down. You're one person. You can't help everyone all the time. But what if someone needs my help and I'm not there? This is deeper than just the channel. We talk for an hour. Turns out she's been feeling pressure to be the perfect autistic spokesperson or whatever. People in the comments expect her to have all the answers. Some people criticize her methods, say she's not autistic enough or too high functioning. It's been eating at her. I just wanted to help people like us. I didn't expect it to get this big. You are helping people, but you're allowed to have boundaries. That feels selfish. It's not selfish, it's necessary. We implement a new system. She only films twice a week, schedules posts in advance, limits comment reading to 30 minutes daily. The first few days, she's anxious about it. What if my engagement drops? What if people forget about me? Then they weren't really your audience anyway. Slowly she adjusts, starts having more free time again. We actually go on dates that aren't interrupted by her phone. She seems lighter, less stressed. One weekend we're at a gaming cafe playing old arcade games. She's destroying me at Street Fighter. How are you so good at this? Pattern recognition. Fighting games are just frame data and muscle memory. Of course she's optimized this too. Some guy at the next cabinet over notices. Yo, you're really good. You play competitively. Old Riley would have given a one-word answer and moved on. Current Riley actually engages in conversation. They talk about frame data and tier lists for 10 minutes. I watch her thrive in her element. The guy whose name is Marcus, different Marcus from the party, mentions there's a local tournament next month. You should enter, you definitely place. Riley looks interested but hesitant. I don't know, tournaments are really overstimulating. They have a quiet room for breaks. The organizers are pretty accommodating. She looks at me. I nod encouragingly. Yeah, okay, I'll check it out. She exchanges info with Marcus. On the way home, she's excited. I haven't done anything competitive in years. Why not? People always made me feel weird about being too intense about games. That's dumb. Being passionate is good. She squeezes my hand. You always know what to say. Next few weeks, she's training for this tournament. Practices combos for hours, watches tournament footage, takes notes. Her competitive side is kind of hot, not gonna lie. I become her training dummy. She beats me like 500 times. You're getting better though. I've won twice? Exactly. Progress. Tournament day arrives. She's nervous. Wearing her lucky Cowboy Bebop shirt brought her own controller. The venue is a local gaming store, packed with people. I can see her starting to get overwhelmed. Remember the breathing technique? She does the 4-7-8 breathing. Okay, I got this. It's just frame data and execution. She checks in, they give her a number. I find us seats in the back where it's less crowded. First match starts. She's playing against some teenager who looks confident. Riley destroys him. Perfect round. The kid looks shocked. Dang, you're good. Riley helps him up. You telegraphed your heavy attacks, try mixing up your timing. She's giving him advice. Character development. She wins her next 3 matches, makes it to top 8. The competition is getting serious now. Her opponent is this guy with a fighting game team jersey. He looks like he does this professionally. The match is intense. They're both playing perfectly, reading each other's patterns. It goes to the final round. Riley is down to 10% health. She pulls off this insane comeback, perfect parries into a full combo. The crowd goes wild. I'm screaming like an idiot. She wins. Top 4 now. Between matches, she's in the quiet room, decompressing. I bring her water and snacks. How you feeling? Tired, but good. I forgot how fun this is. Her semi-final match is against a woman who's apparently a regional champion. This is going to be tough. The match starts, and it's the highest level gameplay I've seen all day. They're both playing mind games, baiting and punishing. Riley loses the first game. I can see her frustration. She takes a breath, resets, wins the second game convincingly. Final game is back and forth. Comes down to the last few seconds. They both throw out attacks at the same time. Double KO. They have to replay the round. Tension is insane. Riley plays it safe, focuses on fundamentals. Wins with a timeout. She had more health. She's in finals. The crowd is cheering. People are congratulating her. She's overwhelmed but happy. Finals opponent is Marcus, the guy from the arcade. Didn't expect to see you here, he says. Surprise! They fist bump, match starts. It's the most technical match of the day. I don't even understand half of what they're doing. They're operating on another level. Riley loses first game, wins second game. Final game is close. Comes down to the wire. Marcus wins with a risky super move. Riley got second place. She's not even mad, she's grinning. They shake hands. Marcus compliments her gameplay. You've got great neutral. We should train together sometime. Riley agrees enthusiastically. She gets her second place trophy, takes photos. On the drive home, she won't stop talking about the matches, analyzing every decision, what she could have done better. I should have blocked that cross-up. I read it, but didn't react fast enough. She's so animated and alive. I'm really proud of you. She looks at me with emotional eyes. No one's ever come to support me at something like this before. Well, I'm here now and I'm not going anywhere. She tears up. Damn it, you made me cry again. We get home. She puts the trophy on her shelf next to her reptile tanks. Captain Picard sniffs it suspiciously. That night we order pizza and watch tournament footage. She's critiquing her own gameplay. See there? I dropped that combo, cost me the round. You got second place out of like 60 people. I know, but I could have done better. This woman is never satisfied. I love it. A few days later, Riley gets a message from Marcus. There's a weekly training session at the gaming cafe. Invites her to join. Should I go? Absolutely. You'll get better and make friends. What if they don't like me? They literally watched you body people in a tournament. They'll love you. She starts going to the weekly sessions. Comes home each time excited about new techniques she learned. She's found a community. Meanwhile, her YouTube channel continues growing. She hits 100K subscribers. They send her a plaque. She cries when it arrives. I never thought I'd actually help this many people. She makes a special video thanking her subscribers. Talks about her own journey with social skills and autism. Gets really vulnerable about her struggles. The comments are overwhelmingly supportive. Thank you for being honest. And you've changed my life. And finally, someone who gets it. Watching her help people while being her authentic self is beautiful. Christmas is approaching fast. Riley is stressed about gift giving. I never know what to get people. What if they hate it? What if you just ask them what they want? Mindblown.gif. You can do that? Yes, normal people do it all the time. She makes a spreadsheet of everyone she needs to buy for. Messages each person asking for their wish list. This is so much easier than guessing. Riley's family invites us to Christmas dinner. It's going to be even bigger than Thanksgiving. My extended family is a lot, I'm warning you now. We practice protocols for meeting new relatives. She gives me a family tree diagram with notes on each person. Aunt Carol will ask about marriage, deflect politely. Cousin Tyler will try to debate you. About crypto, just nod and smile. Grandma will try to feed you constantly, except at least twice or she'll be offended. This is like studying for a final exam. Christmas Day arrives. We drive to her parents' place. There are cars everywhere, at least 30 people inside. I'm immediately overwhelmed. Riley grabs my hand. We're in this together. Remember the signals. We enter the chaos. Her mom hugs us both immediately. My favorite couple. Come in, come in. We're introduced to approximately 47 relatives. I remember maybe 8 names. Riley's little cousins are running around screaming. One of them crashes into me. Sorry, mister. He runs off before I can respond. Riley is already being interrogated by Aunt Carol. So when are you two getting married? Called it. Riley handles it perfectly. We're taking things slow, focusing on building a strong foundation. Protocol executed flawlessly. I get cornered by cousin Tyler. Yo, you invest in crypto? Here we go. I nod and smile, let him talk. He goes on for 15 minutes about Bitcoin and NFTs. I contribute nothing to this conversation. He seems satisfied. Riley rescues me. We escape to the kitchen. Her grandma is there with plates of food. You're too skinny. Eat, eat. I take a cookie. She adds 3 more to my plate. Riley was not exaggerating about the feeding thing. Dinner is massive, turkey and ham and like 30 side dishes. I sit between Riley and her brother. Her brother has apparently been going to the gym more. Dude, I can bench 225 now. That's impressive. He seems pleased with this response. Across the table, Riley's sister is talking about her medical residency. They had me do a 36-hour shift. I literally hallucinated. Everyone looks concerned. That should be illegal, someone says. The table erupts into debate about healthcare worker conditions. I'm just eating and observing. Riley catches my eye and smiles. We're both doing well. After dinner, there's gift exchange. Riley got me a first edition manga I'd been searching for. How did you find this? I have my sources. She's looking smug. I got her a custom mechanical keyboard with reptile-themed keycaps. She gasps when she opens it. These are perfect. She's examining each keycap closely. Look, this one has a gecko. This one has a snake. Her family is watching us be nerds in love. Her mom leans over. I'm so glad she found you. She's really happy. That hits me right in the feelings. Evening winds down. People start leaving. We help clean up. Riley is getting tired. I can see her social battery is at 0%. Ready to go? She nods gratefully. We say our goodbyes. Her family makes us take leftovers. So much food. In the car, Riley is exhausted but content. That went really well. You handled Aunt Carol like a pro. I've had years of practice. We get back to her apartment, immediately change into pajamas. She boots up her new keyboard. The switches are so smooth. She's typing random stuff just to hear it. We spend the evening watching Christmas anime episodes. Toradora Christmas episode makes Riley cry. It's just so wholesome. I hand her tissues. Captain Picard curls up with us. Her bearded dragon Spike is doing his nightly basking. This is home. Few days later, it's New Year's Eve. Riley has been invited to a party by her fighting game friends. Do you want to go? I consider it. Parties are still not my favorite, but I've gotten better. Yeah, let's do it. The party is at Marcus's apartment. Pretty chill atmosphere. About 20 people, mix of gamers and normal humans. Riley immediately gets pulled into a conversation about frame data. I'm standing there with a drink when someone approaches. It's a girl from the tournament. She plays the same character as Riley. Hey, you're Riley's boyfriend, right? Yeah, I'm Alex. I'm Tasha. Your girlfriend is insane at this game. I learned so much watching her play. We talk about the tournament, then about other games. Turns out she's also into anime. Have you seen Vinland Saga? Not yet. Is it good? It's incredible, like if you made a Viking show for people who appreciate character development. I'm having a natural flowing conversation. Riley checks on me from across the room. I give her a thumbs up. She smiles and goes back to her conversation. We're both functioning at social events independently now. Midnight approaches. Everyone counts down. I find Riley in the crowd. We kiss at midnight like cliché romantic dorks. Happy New Year. Happy New Year? Here's to more social skills practice. We laugh. The next week, Riley sits me down with a serious face. Oh no, what now? I've been thinking about something. My anxiety spikes. I want to write a book. Not what I expected. About social skills? Yeah, like an actual comprehensive guide. Everything I've learned about navigating neurotypical society as a neurodivergent person. That's actually brilliant. You should totally do it. You think people would read it though? Riley, you have 100K subscribers who hang on your every word. Yes, people would read it. She starts planning immediately. Outlines chapters, organizes her existing content. I need to cover everything. Basic conversation, professional settings, dating, conflict resolution, maintaining relationships. She's in full hyper-focus mode. I help where I can, providing the neurotypical perspective. Wait, so when people say let's do lunch sometime, they usually don't mean it? Correct. It's just a polite closing statement. That's so weird. We spend weeks working on the book. She writes, I edit and provide feedback. This section on eye contact is really good. Thanks. I revised it like 8 times. Watching her pour her knowledge into something permanent is amazing. One night while working, she just stops typing. You know what's wild? What? A year ago, I was just some autistic girl who couldn't keep relationships because people thought I was too weird. You're not weird, you're just direct. Now I'm writing a book and helping thousands of people, and I have a boyfriend who actually gets me. She's getting emotional. And I have a girlfriend who taught me to be a functional human. We're both crying now. Captain Picard meows, demanding attention during our emotional moment. We laugh and cry simultaneously. Riley finishes the first draft in 3 months, sends it to publishers, waits anxiously for responses. What if they all reject it? Then you self-publish. Your audience will buy it. She gets 3 offers. Chooses the one that seems most understanding of neurodivergent authors. She's going to be a published author. The day the contract arrives, she's shaking. This is real. I'm actually doing this. We celebrate by going to the retro arcade. She beats my high score on every single game. You're not even trying. I'm too happy to care about winning. A few months later, we're at a bookstore for her book signing. Her first official event. She's nervous as hell. What if nobody shows up? There's a line around the block. I think you're good. People brought their copies, asking for signatures and advice. Your book changed my life, one person says. I finally feel understood, says another. Riley is holding back tears the entire time. 3 hours of meeting readers and fans. She's exhausted but glowing. On the way home, she's quiet. You okay? Yeah, just processing. That was intense. You did amazing. I couldn't have done any of this without you. Sure you could have. You're brilliant. No, I mean it. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Now I'm getting emotional. We get home and crash on the couch. She immediately falls asleep on my shoulder. I stay still, let her rest, look around her apartment. Our apartment really at this point since I'm here most of the time. Her trophy from the tournament, her YouTube plaque, advanced copy of her book on the shelf, Captain Picard sleeping in a sunbeam, reptiles doing their reptile things. This weird, chaotic, wonderful life we've built. My phone buzzes. It's Dave from work. Dude, you're dating an author. That's so cool. Apparently Riley's book is getting attention. People at work have been asking about her. I'm low-key proud that my girlfriend is becoming internet famous. Riley wakes up an hour later. Did I fall asleep? Yeah, you were exhausted. She stretches, checks on her reptiles. Want to watch something? We put on some obscure anime she's been wanting to show me. It's weird and artsy and I don't understand half of it. But she's explaining the symbolism and themes and I love listening to her talk. Halfway through, she pauses it. Can I ask you something? Always. Do you ever regret that I'm so, high maintenance with all the protocols and explanations? I turn to face her fully. Riley, you're not high maintenance. You're just clear about what you need. I wish everyone was like that. Other people have told me I'm exhausting. Those people are idiots who don't appreciate direct communication. She smiles, but I can tell this is something she worries about. Look, you literally taught me how to be a functional social human. You've improved my life in every measurable way. You've improved my life too. Then we're even. She laughs and unpauses the anime. A few weeks later, Riley is invited to give a talk at a local autism advocacy conference. She's terrified. I've never done public speaking. What if I mess up? You literally made 300 YouTube videos. It's the same thing. It's not the same. Those people will be right there watching me. We practice her presentation 50 times. I play the audience, ask questions. She gets more confident each run through. Day of the conference, she's wearing her professional outfit. How do I look? Like someone about to give an amazing talk. We get to the venue. It's a hotel conference room. There are 200 people. Riley goes pale. I can't do this. Yes, you can. You've helped thousands of people online. Now you get to help them in person. She takes deep breaths. Okay, I can do this. Her talk is about practical social skills for autistic adults. She starts nervous but finds her rhythm, explains her protocol system, gives examples. The audience is engaged, taking notes. Q&A section goes great. She answers everything confidently. People come up afterward to thank her. I wish I had this information when I was younger, multiple people say. Riley is overwhelmed with emotion. In the car afterwards, she just cries. Happy tears, but still crying. I actually help people today, in person. You help people every day. This was just more direct. She composes herself. I want to do more of these. My girlfriend is becoming a professional speaker now, apparently. That evening, we celebrated her favorite ramen place. She orders the spicy challenge bowl. You're gonna die. Worth it. She makes it halfway before tapping out. I finish it for her because apparently I have an asbestos mouth. How are you not dying? Years of eating questionable cafeteria food built my tolerance. We walk home, city lights reflecting off the wet streets. She grabs my hand. You know what I realized today? What? We've come so far from that first day in the comic shop. She's right. I was a socially incompetent mess. She was hiding behind her special interests. Now we're both thriving. Think you'll ever stop training me? Probably not. There's always new protocols to learn. Good. I like being your student. We get home. Captain Picard is screaming for dinner. Riley feeds all the animals while I set up a movie. We watch Pacific Rim because giant robots are our shared comfort film. She recites all the technical jargon along with the movie. I pretend to be annoyed but secretly love it. Movie ends. We're both falling asleep on the couch. Hey, Alex? Yeah? Thanks for letting me be myself. Thanks for teaching me to be myself. We drift off, tangled together. Captain Picard claims the rest of the couch. Few months pass. Life continues being chaotic and wonderful. Riley's book hits bestseller lists. My career's going well, got another promotion. We move in together officially. Bigger apartment with room for more reptiles. She immediately gets 2 more geckos. You have a problem. They're not a problem, they're friends. Can't argue with that logic. We establish routines that work for both of us. Quiet mornings with coffee and separate activities. Evenings with collaborative projects or gaming. Weekly date nights using her optimal protocol list. It works. One night we're building IKEA furniture together. She's reading instructions intensely. It says insert dowel A into slot B, but there's 3 dowels. Pick the one that looks most like dowel A. They all look the same. We spend 2 hours building a bookshelf. It's slightly crooked, but we're proud. Riley steps back to admire our work. We're really good at this whole life thing. We really are, she turns to me. You know what the best part is? What? We didn't have to change who we are, we just learned to navigate the world as ourselves. That's exactly it. She didn't fix me, she gave me tools. I didn't fix her, I just accepted her. We fixed the world's poor communication standards together. My phone buzzes. It's Jessica inviting us to game night. Wanna go? Riley checks her energy levels. Yeah, I'm at 60% battery. Should be fine. We're at a point where we can accurately assess our social capacity. This is growth. Game night is fun, we dominate at codenames again. Marcus is there, loses gracefully. You two are too good at this. We just have really compatible brain patterns, Riley explains. Drive home, she's tired but happy. I'm glad we have friends now. Me too. Remember when you couldn't even order coffee? Remember when you argued with that cashier about Pokemon cards? We laugh at how far we've come. Get home, do our evening routine. She works on her next book. I work on some project for work. Comfortable silence, both productive in the same space. Captain Picard supervises both of us. Later we're getting ready for bed. Riley is doing her skincare routine. I'm brushing my teeth. She looks at me in the mirror. I love you. You know that? I nearly choke on toothpaste. We've never actually said that. I love you too. Good. I was worried it was too soon to say it. We've been together over a year. Yeah, but I wasn't sure of the protocol. Even declarations of love need protocols, apparently. We're both laughing and crying. Get into bed. She curls up against me. Thanks for being patient with me while I figure out emotions. Thanks for being patient with me while I figure out everything. We fall asleep tangled together. Life isn't perfect. We still have bad days. She still gets overwhelmed and nonverbal. I still struggle with unexpected social situations. But we have each other, and we have the protocols. My face when my autistic girlfriend taught me social skills using systematic protocols and binders, and now we're both living our best lives with successful careers and actual friends. That feeling when you realize the best relationship is when both people help each other grow without trying to change who they fundamentally are. And you build a life together based on direct communication and mutual respect, and also reptiles.